Morning, guys. Everything due under the sun. This is an interesting story. This is an amusing story. This is from independent.co.uk. A secret Russian base found near Finland, apparently. Let's take a look at this. I don't know. I haven't even looked at this video yet. I don't know if there's audio or not, but let's take a look at it here and see what it shows. Play. Doesn't seem to be audio. It's showing the island, though. It's low quality. I can't do it any higher. Apparently, the story is that a Russian billionaire has owned this island, and Finnish forces stormed the island. I guess after having got some hints or evidence from somewhere, and apparently this is a secret Russian base. We're going to take a look at the story here. But there it is. There's a helipad. So I mean, this is supposed to be a Russian billionaire that actually owns this. Let's go ahead. Let's go into reader mode here if we can. Retired to a tiny island in the archipelago between Finland and Sweden, Leo Gastgivar awoke early one morning to visit the outhouse in his bathrobe, only to notice two black speedboats packed with Finnish commandos in camouflage fatigues. After an exchange of awkward greetings, Gastgivar went inside, collected a pair of binoculars, and watched aghast as the commandos raced off towards the island of his nearest neighbor, a mysterious Russian businessman who had met, who he had never met or even seen. He thought, wow, that was unusual. The island Sekaludo belongs to Pavel Melnikov, a 54-year-old Russian from St. Petersburg, who has dotted his property with security cameras, motion detectors, and no trespassing signs, emblazoned with the picture of a fearsome-looking guard in a black balaclava. The island also has 9 piers, a helipad, swimming pool, draped in camouflage, netting, and enough housing, all of it equipped with satellite dishes to accommodate a small army, apparently. And indeed, that's apparently exactly what was happening. The whole thing is so strange that the raid on September 22nd, one of 17 in the same area on the same day, has stirred fevered speculation in Finland that the island's real owner could be the Russian military. Finnish officials have attributed the raid to a crackdown on money laundering and cheating on tax and pension payments, but few are convinced. More than 400 Finnish police officers and military swooped onto Sakaludo and 16 other properties in western Finland linked to Russia. Helicopters and surveillance plane provided support. The airspace over the region was closed to all aircraft not involved in the security operations. So it was significant that the military was actually involved here. And interesting speculation. When Russia's Prime Minister Medvedev visited Helsinki, Finland's capital, a few days after the raid, he scoffed when asked at a news conference if Russia had been preparing landing zones for military helicopters on Finnish islands. And so when you talk about conspiracy theories of Russian invasion of the United States and these sorts of things, I mean this is one of those times when you see, well, maybe it could be true. Maybe they could be setting up a base near countries just in case. I suspect if it had anything to do with the Russian military, it was probably a surveillance sort of an area where they could surveillance radio communications, etc. I'll put the link in the description. The video isn't any higher quality than this, seemingly. You can check it out, but it's an interesting story, one of those things that make you go, huh, you know, maybe we are in the Cold War, maybe things are as crazy and weird as it relates to spies and James Bond and 007, you know, all these sorts of things. Now, maybe even more so than they have been in the past, just more technology involved in these things. So, an interesting story. Just thought I'd bring it to you for amusement purposes. I'll leave it there, guys. I'll put the link in the description, and we'll see you guys in the next video.